So going back to like the stadium, the NFL.
Okay.
We're talking about SoFi before the podcast, and I've only been to the AT&T one, the Cowboy Stadium in Texas.
Oh, wow.
Dude, if you talk about like a nice stadium, that's one of the nicest that, I've only been to one, but
Yeah, that's really cool, though.
that one was like kind of relatively new. I think they built it like maybe in the early 2010s.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it was just like that mantra or whatever, like everything's bigger in Texas was true there. It was like, damn.
Yeah,
bro.
it's really true.
It was humongous.
Damn.
Like we went Thanksgiving Day, and they had like the members room, and they were selling like turkey dinners and stuff. I was like, I didn't get one, but I was like, damn, it looked pretty good.
Damn. That's cool. Yeah. That's really cool, bro. Yeah, I've been to the SoFi, but I also went to Seattle one time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but I didn't go to the. I went to the stadium, but they didn't allow us to go in because when the day that we went, the season wasn't wasn't happening yet. There's people lining up for tickets, season holders though. Mm. But my brother's a diehard Seahawks fan.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So you have a Dolphins fan, a Seahawks fan, and then you're
a Dolphins fan. Yeah.
Okay.
So my brother we went out there because my sister actually lives in Washington State, so it's not too far from Seattle,
Yeah.
It's like a 2-hour drive. And we just decided to go up there. It was cool, like a little family vacation. And
it's nice over there.
Oh yeah, bro, it's so beautiful. Like Washington State alone, like the hiking trails there. Like whenever I go out there to visit my sister, like it's beautiful, bro. The landscape, everything, like the hiking trails, like it's very nice. And then you have all the 4 seasons there. So you get to see snow, you get to see summer, fall, like all that.
Well, their version of summer, right? It's like, it's like whatever here.
Yeah, it is whatever there. Yeah.
All right, real quick, what are we doing for the haircut?
So we're gonna do. I'm thinking. So I want to keep my hair on the top. I guess like not touch it. I don't want to like cut it because I'm trying to actually grow it more out. With the drop, I'm trying to get like a drop fade. I don't know how it's gonna look, but I think I have an idea. I mean, I know how it's gonna look, but I want to see if you think it's. Let me see. I wanted a mid fade. I want to do a mid fade this time.
Okay.
With the drop in the back,
Mid-drop.
and I want to do 0 all the way around, like.
And then nothing off the top, really.
Nothing off
just
the
kind of
top,
clean whatever is gonna. Hit.
Yeah.
And then you just let it flow to the side.
To the side. I just poured it to the right. Yeah.
My bad, dog. All right. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So going back to Seattle, my family and I went maybe a year and a half now. We went on a little family vacation over there, and dude, it was beautiful. We ended up going to a Seattle Mariners game.
Oh, dude,
that stadium was legit, dude.
I passed by it because it's right next to the Seattle Seahawks stadium.
Yeah, it's
right
like downtown,
yeah.
and it's like the stadium, the soccer stadium's right there, and then like the baseball stadium's right there. Soccer / like football stadium, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen it, dude. It's insane. Like that stadium is insane.
It's crazy because like I forgot what town we stood in, but it was because we're like it kind of looks like downtown LA, where like the stadiums are, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to cross that body of water over a bridge to get down to like the next town or whatever.
I know what you're talking
so we
about,
stood like right there on that next town, and to cross that body of water is like a 7-mile drive, which is crazy.
Damn.
But yeah, it was really nice over there. Like the fans were like actually involved in the game, which was pretty crazy because like if you think about it here, like the Lakers just played, right, and lost.
Yeah.
Big surprise. But like over there when we're watching the game, like all the fans were invested like the entire time they were playing. But like over here for like the Lakers, which is why I brought it up, is like as soon as the Lakers lost, like that was the end of like the basketball season.
Yeah.
And people don't really pay that much time. I feel like that's an LA thing personally, but
yeah, exactly, man.
But going back, that stadium was crazy because it was like an open air.
Yeah, open dome.
Kind of and
stadium.
Then the sea's right next to it. So we went to a night game and you could see like the fog floating over the stadium. It was pretty crazy.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah, I want to go back up there, I was supposed to actually go back this weekend with my sister because her husband, is graduating college.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
he just graduated, and I was like, damn, bro, I wish I could make it out, bro, but the tickets were so expensive. I don't know why. Like,
Father's Day weekend, bro?
yeah,
Come on, man.
you know what? You are right. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I was like, damn, man, they jacked up the prices, man. So I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it out. Like, we were trying to go all as a family, you know, to go see that.
Yeah.
But it just didn't happen. It was just the freaking flight tickets too expensive. But the time that I did go, we actually took a road trip up there.
Oh, really?
So yeah, we were going
nice
through so
drive.
many towns, bro. It was so cool. Like, man, it was funny. We got a rental, and the rental car, the window got messed up. I guess the window didn't want to we put it down, and it didn't want to go back up. So we had to ride the whole time there with the freaking window stuck like that, man.
No.
Yeah, it was bad.
You're rolling in a Jeep?
Bro, I was rolling in I forgot what kind of car it was, man. I don't know if it was a GMC or something, man. It was like a SUV. I was like, bro, that's so bad. Like,
Say whatever it was trash.
yeah, it was bad, bro. And but the trip itself was beautiful, man. We got to see so many, like, you know, lakes and, you know, so much wildlife out there, man. Like, it was cool. And it was funny. We went through this one town. It was called Weed Town. And obviously they had all like this weed merchandise and everything. It's a little small town.
Just leaning into it.
Yeah, bro, it was so cool. But yeah, we passed through some really cool towns there, and then we went to we had, because we were taking up, like, we're helping my sister move all her stuff. And yeah, she moved like 3 times within that area. She's already moved into like 3 different type of places up in Washington State. She first started off in a little apartment, and then she got a house, and then now she's renting out like a back house now, and that's where she's currently staying. But man, her house was nice. Like, you know, when we were going there, when I had visit there, like, it was a really cool, big house with a nice basement, and it was cool though because
it's such a weird, like, it had a very nice basement.
But dude, no,
like,
the basement was chill down there though, because like my sister, she's a chiefer, bro. Like,
oh yeah.
So we would get like high down there. Like, it was cool, man. And then my
that's funny, bro.
yeah, my sister's husband, he actually he likes playing the drums. So he had his whole drum set down there and everything, bro. It was really cool.
Sheesh.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. And
so how many siblings do you have?
So I have a younger brother, and I have an older sister, but she's technically like my stepsister because she came from my mom's side, but from another guy, from another one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so yeah, but she's basically my sister, dude. Like, you know, she's always been there for me, and since I was born, and she's always been a really cool sister, really cool sister. Couldn't have asked for a better sister. And she's very smart. Yeah, she's always helped me, bro, through high school whenever I had like problems with, bro, writing essays. Yo, writing essays, bro, like, that shit was a struggle for me. I just didn't know how to do it.
Are you a math guy?
I'm not a math guy. I'm more of a history buff. Like,
oh, really?
I love history, man.
You know what? I enjoy history too.
Yeah, I love my history, and math was never, like, I was okay in it, but yeah. And then language arts, I was decent, but I had a lot of help from my sister. But yeah, more of a history person. And then I also kind of liked a little bit of science.
Really?
Yeah, I actually wasn't too bad in science. I did regular science in high school. They had this one class there called marine biology.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked marine biology. A lot of schools didn't offer that class, but I actually really enjoyed it. I really liked learning about, like, different type of, like, sea creatures and all that in the ocean and all this other stuff. It was really cool. And then I made it to chemistry. And chemistry was cool. I think I could have done a bit better. I still passed, but meaning, like, the teacher could have done better, man. I had a pretty bad teacher, but
really?
Yeah.
Why? What made he or her bad?
She was just kind of, I don't know. She just didn't teach the course like with enough enthusiasm, not enough. Like, she was kind of just lazy and
nonchalant about it.
Yeah, she was just laid back, and I was like, You know
what? That's a real thing when when you have somebody who's enthusiastic about the subject that they're teaching,
Yeah, that's a
like it
big
comes
thing,
across
yeah.
because I'm bad at math. I'm pretty good at English when I like stop procrastinating and actually like do it. But when I went to college, I started off at the lowest math, and like it was literally like the placement test math. Like
Dude,
that's how bad it was.
Yeah, you see, that's how I was too when I was going to Eli. I did it for one semester. They had me in a really low math class. I had to take a summer course just to go, just to be in the level of like basic math, man. It was that bad. I was
Hey
like,
man, it's a struggle for us out here
yeah,
sometimes. You know what I mean?
It is, man.
We made it. So, anyways, that's where I started, but I finished at statistics. So to get there, you have to take college algebra 2 or college algebra, whatever, which one of those,
Yeah.
and then you have to take stats. So, but for the last 2 classes, I had the same professor, and he was like an older cat, and his like method of teaching was like entertain you with like funny stories that
cool.
tie into like the lesson plan.
That's really cool.
So he would like tell us like how to do a bell curve, and for the first time, like I would understand how to do that and like probabilities. But the way he taught was like just listen and try. But if you listen and pay attention and like follow along, like you'll get it. It's just like we like as a student, we kind of like go off the path and we start making up like all these possibilities of what it could be instead of just like sitting there and listening and focusing. So like anytime you would try to ask a question, he would just say something stupid to get you to stop talking, but it was so you could like pay attention, and if you would just hang on for like another minute, you would get how to do the process. So like one time this my classmate was sitting next to me, and she was like, we were both stuck. She was asking me, I was like, oh, I don't know, like I'm having the same issue. So she started asking the professor, she's like, oh, like mister, like how do you do this? This is where I was, like actually showing that she was trying.
Yeah.
And he was like, shh, 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 it's okay, it's okay. Just stop talking and we'll get it right now, okay? So he goes on and he's like teaching, and like the entire time he's like just, you know, being charismatic, right? Just making it entertaining, and it doesn't feel like a math class, you know, because math sucks as it is, but.
Yeah.
So he would always tell us though, he was like, I'd rather see people try it and not understand it, but actually like show the effort, and I'll give you a chance, as opposed to like you could just give me the answers, but you can't tell me anything about it.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'd rather just give you guys like a chance at like passing, and so all that to say is like I ended up passing both classes with like a B.
Oh wow.
Which is like unheard of for me. You know?
No, that's really cool.
Because always like
bro.
a C student, but.
That's really cool.
But going back to like the bigger point is like when you have a tough subject like math, and you can make that entertaining for somebody who's not like interested in it.
Yeah.
And also like have that person learn something, that means you're a good teacher, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It helps out a lot. Like, that's the thing that happened with me in high school, man. In El Rancho, I'm not gonna blame like the teachers, but there was just some kind of like bad apples, like teachers that didn't really want to teach, man. Like their students. I was falling into that because literally I remember my senior year, I didn't pass one course, and that prevented me from getting my A through G requirement. And I had already applied to Cal States. I had already applied to, just a couple Cal States. Literally, they were all Cal States. And I had got accepted to all the ones that I put my transfer in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got accepted to East Bay, which is down there in...
it's up north, right?
Yeah, it's near San Fran, I believe.
Yeah.
And then I got accepted to Dominguez Hills. I got accepted to Cal State LA. And then I got, I think it's like San Marcos, something like that. I got accepted to those 4 colleges. And then when it was coming towards the end of the school year, my senior year, my freaking math class, I didn't pass it, bro.
Oh, dang.
Oh my God, bro. You don't even want to know what I was going through. Those, like my mom got so pissed off at me.
Really?
Yeah, and then I was pissed off at myself, man. I was so like...
What was it though? Were you messing around, or were you just not getting the material?
I wasn't getting the material, and then the teacher, man, like he was like, his name was Mr.
Throw him out on blast, dog.
I know, I'm not gonna put him on blast. Nah, but he just like the way he taught was kind of like he forced it on you, dude. Like he kind of just like was kind of mean with it. And I've had so many bad math teachers in high school, man. It's ridiculous. Like I can't even think of one good math teacher that I had since middle school. I think that was the last time I had a decent math teacher, man.
Dang.
And
it's been a while. Safe to say, it's been a while.
It's been a cool minute. And I didn't pass that class. I didn't get my A through G requirements. I had to go to community, which wasn't, also bad, but it reminded me a lot of high school, man, all over again.
Yeah,
and I hated high school. I didn't like high school.
What community did you go to?
Went to ELAC.
ELAC.
Yeah.
You're Husky, huh?
Yeah, I went to ELAC for a little bit. I was thinking of going to Rio, but, I'm still young, I'm thinking of trying to go back to school for something, man.
Yeah?
Either if it's regular school or going for a trade.
A trade's cool, man. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's lacking these days because right now, like, there's nothing wrong with it, but obviously everybody's kind of trying to go to, like, the computer sciences.
Oh, yeah.
Which is good, but we need people with, like, actual physical.
Like, yeah, labor.
Like plumbers,
yeah.
we need barbers, we need electricians, construction workers.
Oh, yeah.
It's not for everybody because when you do those trades, like, you're working for your money, boy. Like.
Oh, yeah, bro. And I got a little bit of a taste of it, actually, in the district. When I was doing janitor work, they would offer this overtime for HVAC, which was just a simple changing filters.
Yeah.
It's like the first step. No, you're good. It's just the first step going in. And I was lucky enough to actually be able to give the opportunity to do that. So we'll go up these ladders and we would take up like boxes of the filters and we would just change out the filters out of the air conditioning units.
Yeah.
And we would just bounce school to school, do our little 8-hour shift on the Saturdays, sometimes Sundays. I was working 7 days a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, you hustling.
I was hustling, dude. And it was cool, man. Like I enjoyed it. I know that's just the bare minimum. That's nothing about HVAC.
Yeah.
But I've always liked the trade of HVAC. I always thought it was really cool, something that interests me. And
are you more of a hands-on guy?
I am actually, like, even with like learning too. Like I like to be taught like hands-on. Like I need somebody to teach me, like showing me.
Yeah.
Not telling me.
I can't read it from like a paper.
I can't, bro.
I mean, I can, but it'll take me a lot longer.
Exactly. Yeah.
So going back to like the teachers,
Yeah.
right? So let's say I don't want to generalize, but from my own experience, like you go to school, you don't really want to go to school, but you grow up, especially in like high school where everybody's pushing like college on you.
Yep.
So you're 18 and you have to pick a career that you're going to do for the next 30 to 40 years, right?
Yep.
So you get teachers who in high school are probably like, oh, I want to teach, this is cool, I want to teach kids, I like history, let's say. So they go to school and you can't do nothing with a JUCO.
Yeah.
So you get your AS or your, what is it called?
Is it the 2 years?
The 2 years.
The AA?
The AA. So you get your AA and you can't do nothing with that. So you got to continue, right? So you go to a Cal State, you get your 4-year. And then these days you can't do nothing with that. So you have to go get your master's. And by that point, you're already in debt, like at least 40, 50 grand.
Yeah, man.
So like a lot of these teachers, man, they're like kind of stuck into a job because you got to pay off those debts.
That debt's for many,
I don't
many
know.
years.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that when you get like a student loan and stuff, like they never stop collecting that. Like even after you die, like the next of kin has to pay for it.
Wow.
And they get their money, you know what I mean?
They're gonna get their money
Yeah.
regardless.
So I feel like a lot of people in these fields who don't have like an enthusiasm for like, and that goes across the board, not just like teachers. Like I think teachers are awesome, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like people invest so much time and money into something they might not necessarily want to do. Like you could tell when it comes across like I don't want to be here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, definitely, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, that's like my sister. She graduated from Cal State LA, and she went to go get her master's somewhere else.
Yeah.
And she was bouncing so many majors, man. I was like, damn, how did you do it? Like, she's hustled. She just hustled, man. And she got it done.
You got to do what you got to do,
Yeah.
man. I respect everybody's hustle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And
For me, like what do you want to do in this life? Like, do you have a plan of? Like, I'm asking you because, like, how old are you again?
I'm 23.
23. So
Yeah.
you got the world at your feet, my boy.
I know, man. Got a lot of things on my plate, but I have an idea, man. I have a mindset that what I want to do, and like where I want to live and all that. Like I already know where I want to. I have things planned out. Like with my girlfriend right now, like she's gonna be the one I'm gonna marry.
Yeah. How do you
Yeah.
know?
She's just the one, man. She's way different from all these other girls, man. Like she's very smart. I know where she came from, man. She had a rough upbringing, and for her to just like be so strong and come from something like that, man, it's an eye opener. And I appreciate like her, like truly, man. Like she's a strong woman, like very strong woman.
All right, relax, dog. She's
No,
not
no, no.
listening. Okay?
She's not listening.
No, it's cool, man.
No, yeah, like
How did you meet this girl?
so actually I've known her in high school a little bit, but she was with someone else.
Oh, look at you creeping.
Yeah. No.
Waiting in the cut, dude.
I swear to God, bro, I didn't even think about like
Hey,
getting with her at all.
Listen,
It's
you're
just
not in
crazy.
court, bro. You're not in court. Right? I'm not gonna say anything. You made it happen, bro.
I made it happen, yeah. So like, but it didn't happen in high school though. So
Yeah.
I knew of her. We had one class together, and that one class was history class.
Hey.
So it was cool, but I never really talked to her. So I got a job at Chick-fil-A, and she got a job there. And you know, the first year went by, I did not talk to her at all. You know, I had no intentions of hooking up or even talking to her, honestly. It just happened out of the blue. She kind of just, you know, I was making fries one day, and she was right there bagging, and she just started talking to me, and we just kind of started a connection right there, and she just wanted to hang out with me. And you know, at first it was kind of like I was the vent guy, bro.
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream, bro. Yeah, it was, dude. I was like,
So
what?
you were venting to her.
She was venting to me.
Oh, she was venting. Okay.
Yeah. And,
Okay, so you were the shoulder to lean on.
To lean on, yeah. So.
You're crafty, bro. I was just gonna hear out your problems, but hey,
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
I'm here. Don't
Yep. Yeah, man. So it was like, that's how it started, man. She would vent, and she had a lot of things on her plate, and I was more of like, you know, I'm a chill, laid back guy, and I would just tell her like, you know, not to overthink things, not to like, you know, just like calm her down, you know, because at that time she was going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I helped her out a lot, and well, we helped each other out a lot, and yeah, from there it went far, man. I mean, look at us now. We're 3 years already together. Never really had it, you know, we had our ups and downs in the relationship. It wasn't perfect, but we made it work, man. And
when you put two people together, man, it's gonna work.
Yeah. And I learned it the hard way, you know. But we made it, and we're here, and we're doing good.
That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, man. And
so you said you think she's the one?
oh yeah, bro.
Or you know she's the one?
I know
rather?
that she is the one, bro. Like, I don't. Yeah, she is the one, bro. Like, I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, me at 23 saying that, and there's a lot of things that could happen, but I think this is a really strong relationship. We're both mature, and we're both on our shit, man. Like, she's a very smart girl. She graduated college, you know, so that's somebody that I look up to, and she's younger than me, bro. She's 22, and she's very smart, bro. Like, very smart. It amazes. It's like, it's crazy. Like, I'm like, wow.
Why are you with me?
Yeah, like, why are you with me? Like, yeah, exactly.
That's
I'm
a
like,
real
damn.
thing, you know, because I laugh, but, you know, my wife's a little bit older than I am. But what you're saying is true, because I looked up to her and my sister-in-law, too, because they're both from a family where they're first generation, like, college, and they both have their masters.
Wow.
And going back to that thing, like, my wife is one of the lucky ones where she knew what she wanted to do right out of high school, and she continued that path, you know. So she got her master's and all that. She has like her own practice and stuff. But like, you're right though. You know, when you have somebody to kind of push you, like it propels you forward to like try new things, right?
Yeah.
Or at least not be stagnant at where you're at.
Exactly.
Like, you might not be where you want to be, but at least it gives you that motivation to try to be what you want to be.
Yeah.
And I felt like my wife, you know, girlfriend at the time, provided that for me.
Yeah, man.
So I feel you.
yeah, man. So the women in my family, they're very strong. Like my sister, my girlfriend, my mom herself. Like very strong people, man. I'm like, they're the ones I look up to too. You know, like my dad too, but the women in our family, they know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. They're getting through this crazy life, and I'm just like, I applaud you. You know, like it's insane.
So would you want kids one day?
Yes, eventually I do, but not until like the long run. Maybe I'm thinking like I already told me and my girl like at least I'm 30 or something like.
That's a good age.
That's a decent. Yeah, that's the the right age to kind of do it. I mean, you can have a kid whenever, but I kind of want to have my career going. You know, I want to have a good. I want my kids to have a good life. You know, where we're not struggling or anything like that. I want them to be set straight and good. You know, and yeah. I want to get my priorities first out of the way, you know, and...
Right now is like a good time, you know, when you're like 23 to go experience things, go places.
Yeah.
Like my wife and I, like, we went to a couple places like on vacation. So we've been to like Israel, we've been to Germany.
Oh, wow.
We've been to Belgium. We've been inside Palestine.
Damn.
We've been to Mexico, obviously. Texas, but like all that to say is like we've traveled before, like we had kids and stuff, and it's cool because you have that
freedom,
but also like the time to build a relationship with like your girlfriend and your wife, you know, because you get to see somebody, you know, when you're dating, you guys go home after unless you like live together.
Oh no, yeah, I have to take her home.
It's a different thing when you have somebody like 24/7, like if you're married or you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
So it's cool too, and then you add kids to that, like it's crazy. Man. So like right now it's cool for you because you get to like go experience things with like you guys, you know, and get to know each other and learn about each other. And
yeah, and we're still young, man. We're still gonna keep going, you know, strong, and yeah, man. I just know that she's the one, man.
Awesome, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I've been to yeah, I've been like talking about where you were going on your trips. I've been to Miami. I've been to Seattle, and I've been to Idaho. It's pretty cool there.
Really?
Yeah.
What is there to do out there?
Really nothing, but it was just kind of like a pit stop thing. But you know, it was cool. I got on a little ferry, went on a little boat ride over there. It's really nice though, nice scenery.
I didn't even know they had water over there, to be honest.
Yeah, it's cool though. It's really cool. Like, it's really peaceful out there. And I'm trying to think where else I've been to. There's another place I've been to and I can't think of it. But yeah, I'm still, you know, exploring more with the, you know, if it's not my family, it's gonna be with my girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's cool, brother.
Yeah, man. I wanted to go on a trip on Sunday since I'm celebrating the Father's Day early today. Go on a little 2-day trip because I have Monday off too. So I don't know. I might go in, I don't know, San Diego, something small, you know.
Yeah.
Not too far. Yeah, not too far. A little vacation. It's always cool to go to San Diego. I love San Diego.
I think San Diego's pretty cool. I'm not a beach guy, but I really like La Jolla.
Oh, yeah, man.
I think it's beautiful over there.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro. I would consider my girlfriend. She loves the beach, so you know I'm always over there, and I don't mind the beach at all. I love the beach.
I don't mind the beach. I'm not a sand guy, dude. I freaking hate it. It gets everywhere in all the crevasses.
Oh, I know,
you know
bro.
I mean?
Tell me about it,
bro. You could try the hardest, and it's just gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, man. It's really cool though. Like me and my girlfriend hit so many beaches while we were together. And it's just something that she's always liked. She literally has it in her bio and Twitter. Like, that's how much she loves the beaches, man. Like, catch me at the beach or something.
Future marine biologist. No.
Yeah, man. She loves the beach, so that's where, talking about the long run. My dream would be to marry her on a beach.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like I had a cousin that actually had that done.
Like a destination wedding or just like Dockweiler Beach?
I would think the destination one, man. Like, I want to have it on the beach, and it would be really, really cool, man. I don't know. That's just something that's always interested me, and I want to make it happen, you know? You know, when it's time is when we're ready.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's really cool. Like, I have already ideas in my head that, you know, where I want to live, and you know, I want to live close to where my parents are. I would love to live in Whittier. That's like my dream.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to stay local?
I want to stay local. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to move. I enjoy being here. You know, I never had a problem living in Pico. I've always loved Pico, man.
Respect.
I love Pico. I've been here my whole life.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm a
No.
Pico native too.
Yeah.
I would just like, for me personally, I want to see something different other than like the 4 square miles that is like Pico. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
get you. Yeah.
experience something different. Why not? At least for a little bit.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I love the city of Whittier. Like, it's just like it was really cool. Like, I love like the houses there, man. The history there.
Yeah, like the historic Whittier and stuff.
Yeah, that place is really cool.
Have you heard of like the
I know they filmed a couple movies up there too.
like the underground tunnels that they have?
What?
So supposedly that from the P.O. Pico mansion, there's a tunnel that goes into like uptown Whittier, because the mayor used to have it like that,
Oh wow.
or the governor, whatever that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Come on, dog. That you're
I
history
know,
buff,
right?
my boy.
Dude, I never really looked into it. I thought it was just like, I knew what Pio Pico was. I had a field
Yeah.
trip there, but they never mentioned an underground tunnel. I was like, what? No, I'm mind blown right now. That's actually very interesting. That's actually really cool.
Yeah. That's why when you go to like uptown Whittier, they have like staircases going down. Not all of them, but there
Damn.
is.
Wow, that's actually really cool.
Did you know? I'm gonna just drop knowledge on you right now.
Go for it. Go for it.
The spot right here in Pico where the Walmart is.
Okay, the spot in Pico
Yeah,
Walmart.
it used to be that whole like area was like a government facility.
Damn,
some
was
sort.
this?
So
Was,
they used to build like F2 bombers or something,
oh wow!
or like aerospace stuff.
Right there in that lot.
Yeah, in that lot.
What
So
the-
supposedly, this is all air quotes, that there's like underground stuff there too.
Wow.
I wouldn't say like aliens or anything, but at least like
There's
government
something.
spaces. You know what I mean? Like forming.
Wow. That was probably before my time, man.
There was this. Yeah. Well, actually, it was fairly recently. I would say within like the last 15 years.
Oh, what the?
Supposedly, there's a story that I forgot where I heard it, but that because there was like different levels underground, like you had to have a special security clearance, and that somebody had died at like one of the lower ones where like the ambulance didn't have like access to.
Oh, wow.
So they stood there for like a couple days or a couple hours, one of the two.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually mind blowing.
It's wild, huh?
Yeah, that is
Like
wild.
makes you think about like different things that
I wouldn't even think like
You just
I
think
would
it-
be here in Pico.
you just think it's Pico, right?
Yeah, like just Pico, normal town, man. Like,
But isn't that like the perfect
that's really cool though.
perfect
like,
spot? You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like,
Like out of in the ordinary.
dude, that's like insane. I love like learning about these like things, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's really really cool. Damn, that's really.
I had this one teacher in high school, this art teacher, and I forgot where he lived. I think it was like somewhere in West Covina, but the area that he lived, like they would have people who would like, they would have like immigrants or foreigners that would come from like different countries, and they didn't believe in like banks. So what they would do is like they would get like all their family like heirlooms and like diamonds, like rubies, whatever they had, right, the valuables, and they would stuff it in like the walls, of the house, or
I've
like
heard of that
like
before, yeah.
crevices. So he was saying that one day they were doing like a remodeling to their pad, and they went to the basement, and he went to a wall and like he uncovered it, and it had like chains and like I don't know if it was like jewelry and stuff.
Damn.
It was like, shoot,
That guy
you bought
hit
a
the
house
jackpot.
with, yeah, dude, you bought a house with like stuff in it already.
That's insane. Wow.
I seen this one going off of that on Instagram. These dudes, like, they go around, they like they flip houses, right?
Okay.
So they do like the demo themselves and they, and the rest of the process. But during one of the demos that they were doing for the house that they bought, they found this box. No, they found this book that was hanging from a rope, inside of like a closet, and it needed a key.
What the?
So they didn't think nothing of it, and they took it down, whatever. And then they were like in the attic, and then they found like this other little box, and it had like candle wax all over it. And then they like opened the box, and it had that key to the book. And I was like, nah, you got to throw away that whole house at that point, dog.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
That is
that's
creepy,
very
bro.
creepy.
Like, what are these people doing? Like, did you ever
witchcraft or something? Bro.
Yeah,
Some
dude.
creepy shit.
Cause like there was another picture that I seen too. It was like these people were also like remodeling their home, and they took off the carpet, dog, and there was like a big pentagram on the floor.
What the?
I was like, that's creepy. You would think like, would they have to disclose that to like a potential buyer?
They
like,
definitely
hey,
have to.
These people were like doing
some weird
kinky
shit.
stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, nah, that's.
They probably put a curse. That's why they always say you gotta bless your house.
Yeah.
When you buy a house, bless your house, man. But
Shoot, in the name of Jesus, dog, because
bro, because that stuff is
it's real, bro.
I
And
would-
a
I
lot
might-
of people do it, and I don't think they know what they're doing, bro.
yeah,
to be
bro.
honest.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, bro. Like, yeah, these people kind of just
Like,
doing
don't
some
play with
crazy
Ouija
shit.
boards, like none of that stuff.
Hell
bro.
no, man.
You don't know what you're inviting.
Yeah, that stuff is crazy. Even though I've had I'm not gonna say the itch, but I've always been curious, like what how the Ouija board works. But I'm actually like, I love horror stuff.
Really?
Yeah, my two favorite genres in movies is like horror and war. And action, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
but
yeah, of course.
it always like all that stuff. Like it always interests me, man. Like I love learning about that too. That was like those were the things that I would watch when I was a kid on YouTube, just like creepy stuff and like explorers going into like these like.
So you're around the age. Did you ever get into that Five Nights at Freddy's game?
Oh yeah.
You used to creep me out, my boy.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
shit was
geez.
creepy. That shit was creepy, bro. I love playing that game though.
Really?
That shit was awesome. Yeah.
Nah, you can have it, my guy.
But yeah, bro, that always interests me, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually very crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Pio Pico's house and all that, man. That's wild.
There's a lot more than meets the eye, dogs, like the Transformers movies around here. You know what I mean?
I know that up in Whittier, dude, Shia LaBeouf actually filmed a movie at this one house up there.
Which one?
It's and I can't think of the name.
Come on,
Oh man.
It's not like you're on the spot or anything.
I know, right? I can't think of it, man. It starts with an I, but
iRobot.
nah, it's a scary movie. It was about like his neighbor was like a serial killer, and yeah, it was a really good movie though. Like, but they filmed it right there, and every time I pass by, like I always tell people like that don't know the history there. I kind of give them like a little history lesson. Like this is where this was filmed, and then Kanye was there actually not too long ago for his basketball academy up at Whittier College in the gym.
Oh, really? I didn't even know he had a basketball.
Yeah, he had a Donda Academy. So he was up there not too long ago, like I think like almost like a year and a half ago. But that was really cool hearing about that. And I know a lot of other movies were made up there, dude. It's a historic landmine, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool. That's what I like about it, bro. Like that's why I want to live there one day, So I want to live there. I want to be close to my parents, when they get sick, I'm the next town, right
Just
there
over.
with their, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Close.
my girlfriend lives here too. She literally lives around the block right here.
Hey, don't be giving out information like that.
But we're all close. We're all
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Like we're all close, and that's what I like. I don't really like being too distant. I don't know how my sister does it. Like she's out there living out there by herself, and she has no family out there, and like she's just very strong, bro. Like I wouldn't be able to do that. I would get homesick, and yeah, I just love living here at home, man. I love
Respect.
people.
I get it. Like, some people are able to go to like a different town or city and just start new, fresh.
Yeah.
I think I would be more in that camp. I mean, there's nothing wrong staying in one spot, but like I said earlier, it's like I'd rather see something different while I can
Yeah.
than being stuck in one spot. You know what I mean, for the rest of my life.
No, yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah, dude! Thanks for coming on. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
man, of course.
Yeah.